Hi, I'm Krista. Welcome to my channel. I hadn't planned on pulling cards today or making a video, but I was just feeling really drawn to do so. I just went with it today and I went into my stash of different tarot and oracle decks and I just kind of picked whatever called to me. But I haven't done any channel messages or anything. I'm just kind of going with the flow. This feels like a very chill vibe today. Some of the readings I've been doing the last couple weeks, they've been kind of like heavier energy, but this one feels very chill. Like, let's just hang out, have a drink, and just relax and chill. So I don't know if that is just like a sign all on its own. The heaviness is lifting. I feel like the first part of June, things were really heating up in the world. Things have just been, I'm hearing the term popping off. I don't know how else to describe it, but just a lot's been going on. And I almost feel like our guides are saying right now we need to just breathe. Just take a moment to breathe because this is just the beginning. I'm hearing the summer, we're going to have a fiery summer. And hopefully that doesn't mean actual fire, but more of a metaphorical fire within ourselves is rising. Like the passion within yourself is rising, or your sense of personal power is rising within you this summer, and boundaries will be tested. I'm hearing. I get this overall sense of taking a stand in something, like a warrior summer. Like there's hot girl summer, but this summer is warrior summer. So I have this feeling of right now in this moment before things start popping off. And maybe that's like towards 4th of July because like it popping off like firecrackers. July 5th. I don't know why that date's coming up, but I'm hearing July 5th. Okay, things will start popping off around July 5th and on like a national or not national but like a world level. So right now in this present moment, the best thing we can do is just breathe, to take a moment for ourselves, chill out and breathe. Okay, well that's an interesting message. Before we get started, I always want to take a moment to connect with our angels. Angels and guides, please surround us with your love and light. Please guide us to the information that will help the viewer at this time. Let's start off with this tarot deck. Queen of Acorns, passion, creativity. So the acorns in this deck symbolize the wands, and the wands are fire. So, like I just got done saying, or channeling rather, there's going to be a lot of fiery energy coming, and a lot of people are feeling this fire within themselves burning, like more strongly towards the summer. Getting this feeling of like stepping into the sun, stepping into your empowerment, going for projects, doing things that are creative and things that make you happy, things that bring like a lot of creativity into your life. I kind of feel this attitude of just like F it. Like I'm going to do what I want this summer. I'm going to focus on myself. Actually, I'm feeling two camps of people. I'm feeling people going out and policy, I guess would be the word. People going out and standing up for policy changes they don't believe in, using your voice, making yourself heard. I'm hearing you're sick of being trampled on and that you're going out and you're taking back your power. And then I see another like group of people that are saying like, "You know what? This is beyond me. I can't I can't take this outside influence on, and the best thing I can do for myself and also just for like the greater consciousness is to put my energy towards my creativity and then put my creativity out into the world." You're closing the door and you're working on your own projects and you're concentrating on yourself and what you need to be able to bring your creativity out into the world. Because if you take in too much, I would say media or internet, or just if you take in too much information, it bogs down your system and then you become almost like incapacitated to create. So for this group of people, you're feeling compelled to just shut the door, to like close everything off around you, even to make like a like to picture like a light around you, almost like a force field around you to block everything external out so that you can create from your heart. And I'm hearing it's not that one way is better than the other. This is not like a judgment and like judgment in any way. It's more of a everyone was created individually and uniquely for a reason, because we need all types of people to do all types of things and react in all types of way, and we need the people out there standing up for standing up and protesting and making the voices known, but we also need people that generate light within themselves to bring that light out into the world. I'm hearing carrying a torch. Everyone is carrying a torch, but it's all lit different ways. But we need the light. And this time right now almost feels like a preparation time to just be still, because things are going to pick up and you will be busy. So like use this time right now to just be still and almost like prepare for what's to come. This just flipped over. Bring in the light. Citrine, bring in the light. And there's like the light from I move it over. The light from my light above is shining on it. And then this one also came out with it. Live your purpose. And that's how you can shine your light, is just through living your purpose, living from your heart space. And maybe you need this time right now just to really reflect on what that is for you. How you can best share your light right now. And journaling might be something that would help you tune into this, or painting, dancing, like anything creative, just to really tune into those emotions that you're feeling and like how you want to express them. Writing, music, singing. I'm hearing drumming. Kind of reminds me of in Asheville. They have, I don't know if they still have it, but they used to have this drum circle every week, and I'm kind of getting that kind of like loose flowing energy of just letting loose and letting go. And maybe being in community is also important to you right now. And then on the bottom, feed your creativity. Yeah, I'm hearing like the wild within. Like rewild yourself. Like really tune into that inner fire this summer and just follow it. I'm even seeing like hula hooping. And I think I always love those girls at the outdoor concerts that are hooping free. They look so free in my mind. They just look so free doing it, and they're having so much fun, and they're just dancing and hooping and letting loose. And I always think, oh, I wish I could be one of those girls. I wish I could be one of the hoop girls, because they look so cool and they look so free spirited, and like they're not worried about what everybody else is thinking about them. They are just in their own divinity, I guess. And I kind of feel like that's where your guides and angels want you to be this year. They want you to fuel that fire that gives you that empowerment, like the empowerment of the hoop girl. And side note, I did buy a hula hoop, and we live up on a hill, and I was like, I'm gonna be cool, and I'm gonna learn how to hula hoop, and it did not go very well. I ended up hooping, and the hoop immediately came off my body and then rolled down the hill of our house and like out onto the road. And I was like, oh, that's not great. And I don't think I've hooped since. So, but this may be the year. Maybe this is the year to reignite old passions or like things that we wanted to do. I'm hearing really listen to your inner child this summer. Let loose. These ones are calling me because they have that orange fiery energy. Sexual wisdom. There's that fire again. She looks like she could be a hoop girl. She has that like free spirited, I don't give an F about anything. I'm gonna read the guidebook for this one. It's Kadesh. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's an ancient Egyptian goddess of sacred ecstasy. Her origins are in the Canaanite religions of ancient Levant. Again, I don't think I'm saying that right, so I'm sorry. In the Middle East, her name means Holy One. Priestesses called Kadesha, holy or pure ones, may have been sacred prostitutes, women who offer sex as a sacrament or sacred feminine healing act. In Egypt, she rode naked on the back of a lion holding a snake, a lotus flower, and papyrus plants. This card signifies a time of sexual healing and new experiences of intimacy. Kadesh can activate your intuitive wisdom. The easiest way to access your sexual spiritual knowledge is to tune into your body, be still, and become aware of your breath. If you can, place one hand on your heart area and the other on your belly, or simply focus on the sensations of your body. Imagine your energy as a spark of light flowing through you. Ask yourself, what does my wisdom want me to know? Listen to the first feeling or impression that arises. Maybe you want to be more expressive and creative, or do you need permission to experiment? I feel like this card is really talking about, like in this reading, is talking about that divine feminine energy rising within us. I'm hearing like primal energy, knowing your power. Knowing your power and light can make changes to the world. And I'm also hearing like Kundalini energy, like that you may be going through like a Kundalini experience. I feel like this building of energy in my like root and solar plexus chakras, almost like a power plant, like things getting turned on, and then that energy having nowhere to go but like being released. Like this creative sexual Kundalini energy is getting turned on inside of you, and this summer you're going to be looking for ways to release that, whether through creativity or like taking part in going to events that are important to you. I'm hearing this is not a summer to hide your light. Like in this card, she is empowered. I feel like she's putting it all out there, and that is something that you need to do too. You need to put yourself all out there this summer. And since this is also June, I feel like this is also tied to Pride Month, and you may also be using this time right now to like celebrate your own sexuality and to be proud of who you are. Like you may feel like you're in the climate right now that you may feel almost like they're trying to silence you or even act like you don't exist in some way, and you're saying absolutely not. Like you're going to make it known that you exist and you're important and your rights will not be taken away. I almost feel like certain groups will try to oppress you, and you're saying no. Like absolutely not. I will not stand for it. And I'm getting this feeling like if somebody does try to pull that over you or like over your community or like a group of you, it's this feeling like, oh no, we will ride at dawn, like don't even try it kind of energy. Be the mountain, slow and steady foundations, patience, dancing with stones, movement, teamwork, partnership. I'm getting this overall feeling of like the divine feminine, like a strong divine feminine. Like the almost like the world is going to have this divine feminine washing. I don't know how to describe it. Like I'm seeing the earth and then I'm seeing it be covered in this feminine energy, but it's like not sweet and kind feminine energy. It's not like quiet energy. It's more of the, I'm hearing like Pele fiery energy. Like we will no longer be silenced. Like I kind of think of like a Victorian woman, and the, not even Victorian, even just like up to like the 50s and 60s, and like this feeling of being told what to do and just kind of fitting into society. But this is more of a, I'm going to be my true, wild, wonderful, feminine self, and I'm going to put it all out there, and you're going to see it, and it's going to change the world. And that with Dancing with the Stones, like you're going to be doing this with other people. Like it's not just you on your own, it's just this collective energy of everyone together doing this to move this mountain. And it's not going to be overnight. Like the changes won't be overnight, but they are coming. And this summer isn't like the beginning of the movement. Like the movement has already been happening for years, but the summer will kind of be like, I'm just hearing bang. Like there's a volcano right now in Hawaii going off. And that's kind of what I'm seeing in my head, like the lava pouring out. And that's, I feel like that's the energy of the summer. Like it's gonna be this hot lava like exploding into the air. But it's energy of the wild feminine. And it's probably a good thing I didn't channel this message beforehand, because I honestly don't know if I would have posted it. And I'm saying that because I feel like it's important to say that, because that's also part of this collective of, I feel passionately about something, but I'm too afraid to speak up about it. I'm too scared to let other people know about it. And this is the summer that that's changing. I'm hearing like people are just going to have to deal with it. Change is happening. And I kind of see this card as almost like a cave. And you've been like in your cave kind of generating this energy, but you've been cloaked. Like the energy like swirling around on this card. And it's kind of that feeling of the, like what I was getting in my chakra system of this like building and building and building, and this is the summer where it's all going to come out. Spirit, what do we need to know about this feminine energy? Whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Then open, say yes, expand through the extremes, trust life. Yeah, it's just again this idea of like we keep getting creativity and passion. Now is the time. Like this summer, the energy of the summer, it is the time. And I'm hearing the term pushing the envelope. And this card's interesting because it's kind of like how this light, how it's like coming over her head. It's kind of how, well, that is how I saw the earth. It's how I saw that vision of earth being like this energy being washed over the earth. And that's kind of what's happening in this card, where it's like it's coming down and it's washing over her. Your guides are saying to like trust this, like trust that it's okay to let this out of yourself, to let this fire and passion and creativity, it's okay to let this wilding of yourself out into the world, to get out of the cave. I'm going to read the guidebook for this card. There are creations seated within you, planted before your birth. There are unborn possibilities yearning to be woven and creative solutions waiting to be realized. Songs of the ancient earth humming through you, beckoning to be sung. new consciousness that longs to be written into matter. Yeah, it's like the like wilding feminine consciousness of the earth is like lighting up this summer. And I'm hearing these things, these like seeds planted within you, they may not have been planted when you were born, but planted lifetimes ago. Ooh. That's wild. Like you were created for this moment in time to release this thing that's been planted inside of you. Wow. Surrender to the creations whispering you forth. Perhaps they're calling you to reweave the web of life in some small way, to stitch the soul in a little more. We came bearing keys for each other, and as you share your song and unlock something in someone else, yeah, that's I kind of feel that with like the movement, teamwork, partnership. Like we need to put it out there for other people to find. Like put yourself out there so other people like you can find you. Because I feel like we're all going to need each other through these next steps. Like community will be really important in whatever is like to come in the future. I feel like the internet and like the internet's one of those things where in some ways it drives everybody apart. It like isolates you, but at the same time it's also bringing us together. And I feel like we've had a lot of time over the last few years of being pushed apart, external influences wanting to push people apart. And I feel like the guides and the angels are saying that now is the time to come together. Like we need each other. And maybe the last several years you've been in this hermit mode, you've been like growing and doing your shadow work and growing like internally. And maybe a lot of us have been doing this and now it's time for us to find other people, like other soulmates, kindred spirits, to share in like the things that we've been going through internally, to become part of a group and share our experiences with one another. In that community and through our experiences, raising the consciousness, bringing more light. Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. Trust the seeds that have been planted within you. Somewhere along the way, we stopped seeing ourselves as artists, creatives, poets, singers. Yet to be human is to be creative. It doesn't matter what the result may be, just carve out time to express your soul through your creativity. The seeds planted within you will show you the way. They have intelligence within them, and all you need to do is tend them through daily grounded creative action. What does your soul most yearn to create? Ooh. I focus my thoughts on abundance and gratitude. Just taking a breath today, seeing, touching, and experiencing is a gift and a miracle. You are here for the reason that only your soul knows. You should know that you are exactly where you need to be, and there is no comparison or competition with anything or anyone. All of our paths are different, and we never know the whole story of another's path. This card is asking you to stop and feel the fullness of life, feel gratitude, and be in the abundance that you are. And then it says, practices for abundance. Journal on what you are grateful for today. That isn't only external, but also what you are thankful for within yourself. Take time to be in your senses and enjoy magnificent smells, tastes, art, and movement and create something beautiful. I feel like the woman in this card, like with the flowers on her, it's that like seed inside of us that we were talking about earlier, and I feel like the seed within her is blossoming. And with the bird in the card, it makes me think of freedom. Back to that hoop girl. The hoop girl. This is like the hoop girl reading. Freedom of movement, just personal freedom and choices. And like while we're in this rewilding energy, it can be tumultuous because it's like outside the comfort zone. or you're getting pushback from others. And I'm hearing like it's not outside of your comfort zone, it's outside of other people's comfort zone. And that is giving you pushback. And then that becomes like a challenge. And on those challenging days, or like whatever's coming, to us in the future, on those like challenging days, to remember to practice gratitude. And I'm hearing gratitude will help keep the flame lit within. It will keep the fires burning. Like blowing blowing into a bonfire. Like that's like gratitude is like air for like oxygen for a fire. And not to focus on like the negative outside influences, but to focus on yourself and the gratitude for everything in your life. Like this may even be the summer that you want to start a gratitude journal and just every day consistently remind yourself what you're thankful for. I feel like fall and Christmas are like the seasons we're more focused on gratitude with like Thanksgiving and everything, but maybe in the summer it wanes a little bit. Like maybe we get busy in the summer and we don't just take the time to just be still. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. That's crazy. Creativity again. Guys, if there is something creative that you want to work on this summer, this is the time. Manifestation. Bring it out into the world. Like, this is like the biggest yes from the universe you could possibly want. Just constant reminders from all these different decks about creativity and passion. And again, it's the red and the orange, the root and the sacral, or the root and the sacral chakra. So I implore you, whatever is that thing that's burning deep inside of you right now, please go for it this summer. Whatever is calling to you, now is the time. And again, it's like since these two came out together, I feel like that it's really important to put it out there to find other people that connect with your passion also, like connect with your creativity. And I'm seeing like the light between these two cards, and it's almost saying like we need each other to bring this light, like to create individually but also to create together, to make these changes. And I'm focused on the word activating. Like maybe we are activating something within each other. Like something you create may be activating somebody else. And it's really important that you put it out there. It's like a group effort. Thank you for being here with me today. This reading was wild to say the least. I hope whatever is calling you this summer, you really go for it. If you made it this far, please leave a sun in the comment box. And if you feel called to do so, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of my community. Until I meet with you in the next reading, I am wishing you a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.